Aquarius, welcome to your energy updates for week commencing the 17th to the 23rd of January. Oh my goodness, get it right. Remember, these are very general readings, so just take what resonates, whatever doesn't, just let it go in the flow. And welcome, it's wonderful to see you back. Thank you for all your likes, all your shares, all your subscribes. It really does help the channel, so thank you so much for continuing to support me by watching your video. That's basically all it takes, just to watch it and like it. All right, Aqua, let's see, what do we have for you this week? What do we have for you this week, Aqua? What do I have for my Aquarius? Thank you. Okay. Aquarius, please, give me 3 cards. Give me 3 cards. What do we have? Okay, 2 more. Aquarius. Fab. Aquarius. So 2 of your cards fell like this. So we have the Death card, and we also have the Strength card. The Death and the Strength, they both fell like so. And then we have this 6 of Swords. So, Aquarius. There's a death and rebirth that's trying to happen, but somebody is preventing it from happening. Or somebody is in 2 minds if this is part of their path, if this should be happening. It's interesting that those 2 cards fell side by side, 2 major arcanas. The Strength is calling you to pull upon the inner resources to see it through, almost in a way. Remember, with everything that dies, that leaves your life, there is something else that is going to come in to replace it that's going to be absolutely amazing. So let things go. I feel like there's a holding on to something here for no particular reason. Because you do need to transition. Right. The 6 of Swords is very much a card that's being divinely guided to move on to calmer waters, to move on to something that's more beneficial for you. There's going to be a little bit of it'll be a quiet time of reflection. This is what it also feels like. It's a quiet time of reflection. You know, we have the water as well. The water's really standing out to me on this particular card today. It doesn't always, for some reason. Sometimes I'm looking at the, I'm looking at the swords more so than anything, because obviously it is mental energy, it is swords. It is you, Aqua. You know, always thinking, always dreaming. There's this thing of always being in your head. So this could be mentally just trying to move on from something at this particular point in time. I need to do some clarifications, mainly because I want to know why these cards are falling on the side. I want to know what you're sort of leaving behind. What is happening in the life of Aquarius, please? Why is the Death card here, and why is it on the side? It's possible also this is the transition of the old you to the new you. Okay, maybe the new you hasn't really come into effect, because we've actually been saying, a lot of the tarot readers and astrologers have been saying this year doesn't really actually start until mid-February, because there's just a lot of this excess energy that people have been working on from last year. There's a lot of residual energy that's just been sitting. It's been sitting in the cosmos for us, so we're still dealing with a lot of that stuff. And maybe Aqua that's been going through a lot of huge transitional action. Maybe you're feeling this at this particular time. But let's get maybe 1 or 2 cards here of clarification. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so the Death card, please. Why is the Death card here? Can I get just 2 to 3 cards? Let's get some clarification here for Aqua. Yeah, moving on from something that wasn't growing. It's almost like you're not investing anymore in that situation. High Priestess, she also fell on the side. So this is somebody who actually does know. You know exactly what it is that you should be doing. You know exactly what is happening in your current existence. So you understand this whole transition, this transformation that you're going to. But like you've done the inner work enough for you to understand what is going on. Okay. There is a new offer that wants to come in, right? But I don't actually even think it's a new offer that wants to come in. Normally that's how I read the card, but for some reason I'm getting this other thing now that it's something new that wants to start for you in abundance. Something new wants to start. It's almost like a fire starter. So there's something to do with your finances here, or your stability. Something new is starting there. Yeah. It feels like quite a new, exciting start as well. It doesn't feel like it's boring and dull or what have you. For some reason, I'm getting that boring and dull. Like it feels like it's something that's quite exciting and eclectic, very aqua. Is there anything else that I need to know for this reading, please? Is there anything else that I need to know for this reading? The strength is also on the side. Is there anything you want to tell me about that? Let's get some more openness. That wasn't a very good shuffle. Maybe you're confused about things at the moment, about options and choices maybe that are available to you, sort of thing. The thing is, when you're going through a transition, everything just feels really confusing and you're not really sure, like, you're coming or going half of the time. So it can feel really, it can feel like a confusing time. Yeah, but we have this Nine of Wands here. Okay, somebody who's very strong and persistent, somebody who's persevering even though they're going through such a hard time. It's almost like you're a bit fed up of doing that now. You're sort of quite weary. Weary meaning just tired of this whole thing, because it can be really draining. It's a lot on the body, it's a lot on the mind. Okay, there's a partnership here that is in reverse, or something ended, or maybe you're not believing in you and your higher self. Let's actually see. Maybe you're not connecting with you and your higher self, because the High Priestess was on the side. I don't want all those cards. Okay. But the strength has fallen out again, sort of thing. So your guides are calling for you to have strength in this situation that feels like it's just impossible. Like it's just impossible. For some reason, I had to say that twice. Like it just feels like it's just, oh. The call is for you to have strength. They fell on the side again. This is the second time that is happening. To persevere, to try to persevere more. That also felt like this. This is somebody who's basically just like, tired now, you know. It's like, can you just give me a break, universe, please, dear Lord, can I just get a break out here? Okay. And with this Two of Cups, sometimes it's not a relationship, sometimes it's you and your higher self. Okay, so it's time to speak to your higher self and get more into your intuitive juices. You already know what the answers are. You know exactly what is happening. It's about surrendering to what is happening. This is what I feel that's going on here. There's a surrender maybe that you're sort of fighting. I think that you have to let happen. What's the advice for Aqua, please? Can I get maybe 2 or 3 cards? What's the advice for my Aquamarinis? Okay, can you shuffle properly, please? Let me get one more. What's the advice for Aqua in this time of transition? What's the advice for Aqua? What's the advice for Aqua? Okay. Give me 2 to 3 cards. The advice for Aqua, please. Give me 2 more. No, you just dropped. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. Give me 2 more. 1 more. Good. Okay, so yeah, the call here is for you to spend more time alone. To spend more time alone, almost like a reinvention of yourself. You know, it's like a reinvention of yourself, because there's somebody here who's very bold and very very driven, somebody who gets things done, somebody who's very attractive at this time as well. People are finding you very attractive at this particular time. I think it's the opposite sex is really finding you attractive right now. But there is time, I'm sorry, like I said, there is time. That's a really weird thing to say, because that was not what I wanted to, you know, not what I wanted to say. You know, but it seems like there's a time for you to intermingle with the opposite sex. This may not be it, okay? This is the time for you to stand in power, work on yourself as an individual. You know, because with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, right, this is somebody who's not working with other people at this particular time. This is somebody who's working more, or maybe solo projects. I think the solo project is you. I don't particularly think it's solo project in terms of bringing something else into fruition in the world. I think the solo project is actually you. And with the Three of Wands here, somebody is definitely waiting for their ships to come in. Somebody is waiting for their manifestations to land, or somebody here is making a solid choice, you know, is making a choice to wait for something. There can also be an element of travel here, right, which is really interesting, because with the Six of Swords and that water, I said to you, the water for some reason was significant in this particular reading. Then we also have the Three of Wands there, water. You know, he's standing there looking over a body of water, just having a look. This could be plans to travel. You know, but when I'm saying plans to travel, I feel like it's spiritual travel. Like, I feel like it's moving from one world to another, almost in like a way. And as you're moving from that world to this world, I feel like there's a foot that's stuck over there somewhere, and it's the reason why we're here. It's the reason why we're here. So the call here, Aqua, is to take some time out by yourself. Work on what's important. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. So the Chariot fell in reverse. Normally when the Chariot is upright, it can signify a lot of different things. It can signify movement. It can signify determination. It can signify ambitions and things that just start to move forwards. Okay, but I think once you are actually working on yourself, a lot of these things will just start to unfold. There's a huge surrender here that I feel has to happen that's not yet happened. I feel like you're in between worlds. Yeah, I'm going to write that down. I feel like you're in between worlds at this present time. So this is the reason for all of the cards are just a little bit like, I'm not sure. Am I doing this? Is this the right thing that I'm doing? Is this the wrong thing that I'm doing? All of these things. So I feel like there's an energy of that around you at the moment, Aqua. But if I was you at this particular point, I'll spend some time alone just contemplating on who you are, what it is that you actually want moving forwards, on projects that you want to work on. Because here, you don't want to work with anybody. There's no sense of bringing anything onto the 3D by sharing ideas or whatever it is. It's almost like it has to come from you. There's something that you have to do for yourself to elevate yourself first, and then this whole other thing is actually available for you coming forwards. Can I just get 2 more cards here for my actors? Let me give them something great here. Yeah, then you can work a little bit deeper on your abundance. There's something about working on your abundance, nurturing your family, your home, your groundedness. There's something here about groundedness, nurturing your stability, almost like making roots somewhere. Does that make sense to anybody? I hope this makes sense to someone. Making roots somewhere, growing roots somewhere. There is a King of Cups here in reverse. You know, there's a King of Cups here in reverse. This could have been a relationship, right? This could be anything though, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? But when the King of Cups is in reverse, it means that he's not in his power of having control over his emotions. So maybe this is what you're going through at the moment, Aqua. Okay, do some work on your emotions. I may link my, I did a masterclass on this. If anybody is interested, joining my group Being Human on Facebook. You know, I did a whole masterclass on working on your emotions. If you're somebody who suffers with this, it's absolutely free. I'd love for you just to go and watch it and see if it resonates with you and stuff like that. But I did a whole masterclass on that because I had a huge problem with this for a very, very, very long time. A very, very long time. But I've really worked on it and I've kind of nailed it for myself. And I shared some of those tips And apparently I shouldn't have been sharing those tips. My guys told me I shouldn't have been sharing those tips, but I've shared them now. It's too late. It's out there. Okay, so go watch. And yes, I think that can help you a lot, my aquamarines. All right then, my darlings. This is the end of your energy updates for week commencing the 17th to the 23rd. Let me get it right. Like, share, subscribe if this resonates. If you'd like a personal with me, please do get in touch. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Ciao for now, Aqua.